Denver Nuggets, who stunned everybody by knocking out the Clippers in 7. And after that game, Nuggets star guard Jamal Murray had this message for his critics.
We've been showing it. And you got Shaq, you got Charles, you got, I think Zach Lowe's his name, I don't even know. Stephen A, all y'all better start giving this team some damn respect because we put in the work.
You know, I like hearing him say that as the great Vince Carter joins me here. I like that confidence. I like him telling everybody you didn't believe in us, and now here we are. But once again, they're going to be a heavy underdog. Vince, do you give them a shot to pull off another upset against LeBron and the Lakers?
Absolutely give them a shot. I absolutely give them a shot. I think some people think they may get swept. I tell you about this. It tells me a lot about him, and it tells me a lot about his team. They're very confident. They're fearless, and they believe that they can win in this series and make some noise. You know, that's one thing.
Yeah.
I say this. Kitchener's finest, Jamal Murray. He's from Kitchener, Ontario, Canada, and he's not afraid of the moment. As you see, he called us out, and what made me a believer is when he said, they got to worry about us too. I was like, you know what? I think they win Game 1.
The Lakers have lost Game 1 in each of their 2 previous series, so we'll see if Denver takes this momentum in. As you look at the matchups, what to you is the biggest key in that West Conference final?
I have 3 keys. I say, first of all, who can win the AD-Jokic matchup? It's very important because I think when one is dominating, they're going to start demanding. They're going to start demanding, you hear me, double teams. And when that happens, they get a lot of open jump shots on both sides. 2, can the Lakers make jump shots? We know LeBron's going to do what he's going to do. He's been to the finals. He's very experienced, and he's very cool, calm, and collected in this series. But can the Lakers as a team knock down open jump shots? And lastly, can someone slow down, once again, Kitchener's finest, Jamal Murray, who's playing at a very high level with a lot of confidence, and he's doing what he needs to do for his team.
So those are the 2 teams left in the Western Conference. Let's talk about the one that is no longer playing for that, the title favorites, the Clippers. Now that we've had sort of a day to digest it, Vince, what is your overall thought on what happened to them?
I mean, the first and foremost, we know they're going to say Doc Rivers is going to be on the hot seat and all that. I think he's fine. Number one, you're going to blame the star players. You're going to say, hey, Kawhi did not play well. You're going to say, hey, PG did not play well. And you expect it. You put this team together to win right now, today, not later on, not whatever, right now. And it didn't happen. They did not play well. They didn't get the job done. I mean, you can look back at the Heat when they first got their big 3. They just didn't play well. I mean, yes, you can say they didn't gel and all this stuff, but that is a very experienced team with that big 3. They just didn't get it done. And I say the same with the Clippers. They just did not play well and get it done in the bubble.
Yeah, it's going to be a short offseason, but I think it's going to feel long for a lot of the members of the Clippers. Over in the East, we have Game 2 tonight coming up on ESPN, and the whole world has been talking about Bam Adebayo's game-saving block at the end of Game 1. Let's take another look at it. What was your perspective on that play?
It was an unbelievable.
Oh, no. I believe we have lost Vince's signal, which is such a shame because I so want to hear his perspective on this. And I can tell you right now, we have put together, I'm being told it's stormy where he is, and unfortunately that may have just knocked out his internet connection because we have also...
Still very much alive. This Denver run has been historic. Nuggets are really just matching their own history, though. Denver's won 6 games when facing elimination this postseason. That is tied with the 94 Nuggets team for the most in a single postseason in NBA history. Hello, Brian. Brian Windhorst is with us now for more on the Lakers and what could have been, because we were all expecting, Brian, that Battle of L.A., right? And that's not now happening. So what does that mean for LeBron and the Lakers now?
Well, Randolph, the Lakers spent the last 12 months preparing for the LA Clippers. They've spent the last 2 days preparing for the Denver Nuggets, but they are not complaining. This is a terrific opportunity for them. They match up very well with Denver, and this is a moment for LeBron James. Look, we do not know what the future is going to bring. We don't even know how next season is going to come off. So this may end up being his last best chance for a title, and it's sort of fallen in their lap with the Bucks and Clippers getting upset. All of the issues that they went through over the last year, all of the drama that they had gone through, here they are with a tremendous opportunity to play a team that is surprised and in some ways lucky to be there. So LeBron and the Lakers, despite not really having the preparation time, I think they will be very aware of the opportunity that has presented itself in this moment. I
think if there's anything the coronavirus has maybe cemented with the NBA, it's the fact that any chance at a title could be the last chance, because things can change so quickly and so dramatically. And you mentioned how the Lakers match up now with Nikola Jokic, averaging 25 and 11 this postseason. How are the Lakers approaching that specific challenge?
Well, this is what Frank Vogel and his coaching staff have been looking at and debating over the last 24 hours. How do you defend Nikola Jokic? Now, during the regular season, they did pretty well here. And what they did was they put Anthony Davis on him in the stretch. And they went 3-1 against the Nuggets, won both games in Denver, and Anthony Davis did a very good job on Jokic. Jokic only averaged 16 points in the games against the Lakers this year. Anthony Davis averaged 29 and 9. The question is, when do you go to that? You do not want Anthony Davis in foul trouble. You do not want him to get overtaxed because you know Jokic will work on him, and you can't double team him very effectively, as he showed against the Clippers. So working on the other opportunities and the other strategies and how to handle this beast of a player is going to be central to the Lakers winning this series. But I will say this, they are equipped for this. They have one of the biggest, best defenders in the league, way better set up than the Clippers were.
Game 1 of this series, we'll find out. It starts tomorrow. Brian Windhorst with the latest for us.
His greatness, that seems like a terrible way to say it because of everything he's done, but it might be true. Yesterday announced to his 16th All-NBA team, he was a unanimous selection. Along with the Greek Freak, he was unanimous. Luka Doncic, James Harden, and Anthony Davis round it out.
What year is this for him?
This is his 17th year.
17. Think about that.
I know.
17 years, 16 NBA, All-NBA selections.
Yep.
So it's just not even fair with this dude, man. We'll
get into that.
We'll get into it.
We'll get into that.
Just a bit. Hang tight for that. We got some passion.
His DNA, though. I don't think he's human.
No, he's not.
The Nuggets might be in trouble tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern. You'll hear it on ESPN Radio, Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The Dodgers,
but then everybody refers to him as the king.
King James.
Like, so I've been on record, and I've said this a multitude of times. I think he is the greatest player that we have ever seen. Now, I'm not saying he's the greatest winner we've ever seen. Michael Jordan, 6-0 in NBA Finals. I know culturally what he was able to do, right? Key and I were talking about this, like the way people chew their gum, icon, like basketball. He was a graceful assassin. He was a thing of beauty to watch. It was like poetry in motion. But watching LeBron James and the skill sets that he has, and I also factor into the greatest of all time, while you have your platform, and, you know, I know that the things that Jordan did, not everybody was privy to because there wasn't social media. He did a lot of things behind the scenes.
Right.
But look what LeBron James has done holistically, more than a vote. What he's done with his platform, creating a media platform, standing up for things. It has that Muhammad Ali-like feel to it.
Wow.
Now, I'm not saying that he is Muhammad Ali, but him stepping up and saying different things at different times, and it's divided the fan base. A lot of people don't rock with LeBron. I mean, it's really funny. After all the talk I hear every single day is, I don't want LeBron James to win because I don't like what he stands for. It proves the point that he moves the needle so far. I think what he's able to do, I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
See, it's very difficult for me to start to say who's the greatest and all those sort of things, because as young as I am, I had the opportunity to see people like Kareem play for a very long time in L.A., Magic play, obviously, Kobe Bryant, Shaq, LeBron, and Michael. So when I look at that, it's like I just enjoy all of them, because different times and different eras, much like Jay was talking about, when you talk about Michael Jordan, you know, nothing was ever wrong with my knee. But for whatever reason, I wanted to wear a knee sleeve and roll it down so you could see the red part of it.
Oh, the brace.
Yeah, the brace. Nothing because Michael did it.
Yeah.
I wanted big shorts because I saw Jalen Rose in Michigan them playing, and when I was in high school, it was like, oh, okay, I'm going to rock them.
The black socks, all that stuff.
So it's like you enjoy certain things like that, the swag that comes with it. I also enjoy LeBron James being able to put his teams on his back and carry them to championships. So all of those guys are great to me. I can never put one on top of the other, even though a lot of people will do that. Kobe Bryant, like, I would never say LeBron is better than Kobe or Kobe is better than LeBron. I think you enjoy what's in front of you at that moment and at that time. I don't think LeBron is better than Jordan, and I don't think Jordan is better than LeBron. Different eras, different times, moving the needle differently, right? Michael Jordan is still selling shoes. My son, who's 8 years old, Vance, know who the hell Michael Jordan is.
Right.
That's crazy, right? I mean, that's just what it is.
Look, it's something that we get into. I mean, a lot of kids are growing up watching LeBron James and emulating the king as well, right? And my thing is, at the end of the day, this is still a great debate to have because of the greatness that we got a chance to experience from both those individual players.
It's a great point. We'll have his old teammate Chris Bosh from the Miami days join us at 9:30 a.m. Eastern here on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Zubin. We're presented by Progressive Insurance. All of our guests, including Bosh, will join us on the Shell Pennzoil Performance Line. Last number, guys, to keep in mind, it's as simple as this. You mentioned 17 years for LeBron, looking for his 10th NBA Finals. So simple math.